It's our time, fellas. Let's get it. No agendas.
Three. Welcome. What's going on, everybody?
What?
Welcome to No Agendas, where you get the real, pure, unadulterated sports talk. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today?
What up, Kyle?
What's up, man?
Mask off today.
Come on, man. The second greatest fictional basketball player of all time, man.
Behind who?
One.
Huh?
Shep, man.
Who's talking about?
Shep,
Kyle above the rim?
Yeah, Shep is the greatest.
Yeah, Tom.
Of all time.
Man, Shep had his jump shot replayed 14 times.
Hey, bro. Any man.
It was the same jump shot.
Any man that scored 40 points
in the half.
I think it was the fourth quarter because he came with overalls. My man had on corduroy khakis, and my man had on long johns. Hey,
yeah, and didn't stretch.
It didn't stretch. He's the greatest fictional player of all time.
I will put him up against High School Will, though. High School Will took the whole team on by itself.
Good. That's true.
So that's a conversation.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna get into that. But we got the crew here. We got Matt. What's going on? B, what's going on? How you doing, man? How you living?
Man, I'm out here living.
I hear that. And then we got my boy. Hold on. Let's see. Ooh, T'Challa, Mustafa, Jeffrey Jaffa. Well, that's a. So I already know where that's going today. So let's get into it. Let's not even go on. Let's not even play around with this conversation. We got a good conversation today. I mean, but let's. What did you guys feel about the finals? It's all said and done. How do we feel about the finals?
I was entertained.
You were entertained?
I was entertained. I had my doubts going into this whole bubble, and I would say I was thoroughly entertained by the product that was displayed.
I saw so many beautiful things that blossom from this. Careers have changed, standings have changed. Where people are in the, good, great, okay, goats. Things have changed. It's a beautiful time. Some people have felt.
Cool.
What about you?
I felt that Miami was totally overmatched. I think they overachieved greatly in the series. My issue with Miami is, as I said before the series, wasn't able to put it on wax. But my issue with Miami is that Miami does not have an offensive talent on the team that can break offense. Now they're a good team. I feel like they're a good team. I feel like they play good ball together. I think they move the ball. They have a real good system. I just don't think they have an offensive player when they need to break offense that could really help them to put them over the top to give the Lakers really a challenge. But what Jimmy Butler did was amazing. I still think he's a good player. He's a great player. I want him on my team any day of the week. But Jimmy is not a great offensive talent. And I think that's why they struggled a lot because of his offensive talent.
What Jimmy you talking about? Talking about 30-point, 35-point triple-double Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, he did his thing. Like I said, I think he overachieved. But if you just look at the game, Jimmy is not a great offensive talent. If you look at Jimmy is a very basic player. And he got to his spots and he picked the spots correctly. I'm not saying that he's not a smart player. I think Jimmy is, when you're playing against the Lakers, especially the LeBron James-led team, you need somebody that's going to break the offense that can get their shot without a system. Jimmy can do that, but at a very limited basis. For instance, why he shot, and I think he was dead too, legs was gone. Why he shot 10 shots the other night, why he didn't have consistent, games after. he's a all around. He's a Scottie Pippen type of player. You know, you can say he's even a poor man's LeBron James, where he does everything well, but he needs a number 2 or a number 1 player that can really have an offensive, you know, impact on the game.
I feel Jimmy is. I think what the problem is, Jimmy is probably one of the few players that could drop 40 and have 0 highlights. It's like his brand of basketball is very Tim Duncanish, very fundamental, and so you don't get the hype around what he's doing, but the numbers don't lie. Like you said, he's putting up LeBron type numbers. Jimmy could get his points anytime. The team, Miami's team, have no big differences. They all are solid players. Whereas you look at the Lakers, there's trash and then there's excellence. Miami is all solid players, you know, and so I think that was what the matchup was. I think it was even. It's an even matchup. And really without the Lakers being stacked, Miami get a ring.
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Did you say an even matchup?
Yes.
Not at all.
Between the Lakers and the Heat?
There's 3 players on the Lakers that's worth anything. Well, 4, 3.5. I give Dwight Howard his props. But Kuzma, Caruso, KCP, I don't care how good he did the last 2 games, and Danny Phantom, they all trash.
Wow.
They trash.
Wow.
They trash. And AD and LeBron had to drag them along. And they almost cost them the finals with their poor shooting. But everybody on Miami stepped up, especially Hero. That's one of my new favorite players. Duncan, Hero, Jimmy, Crowder. They could have left Dragic where he was at, you know.
I thought Dragic played better as the game was going on. But, I mean, I appreciate the effort. Playing with a tear in your foot, you know, painful.
Your liability.
I don't appreciate the effort. I don't push it. I don't appreciate it.
You know, we was impressed by Miami. Shout out to the Lakers getting it done. Shout out to LeBron. Yeah.
Shout out to me. But hold on. I saw your face when I said about Jimmy Butler. You didn't agree with that statement?
What you said about what?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler can get his own shot anytime he wants. He's not as offensively skilled like a Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving or Carmelo Anthony. He doesn't have like an array skill set, but he understands body control very well. He doesn't turn the ball over, and for somebody that brings up the ball, and he can do a lot of things on the court. I feel like you sold him short in saying that they don't have a go-to offensive player, because I saw him every time they needed to go get a bucket, him go get a bucket. And I felt like, what do you want from your player to do that? Because he proved it against excellent Lakers team defensively.
If I'm not mistaken, Jimmy was a Kawhi 3-pointer away last year from the finals, right?
Conference finals.
Conference.
That was going to send.
Conference
finals. I got corrected on that like show 2.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's why I said that you guys truly need to rely on me and my knowledge, because I think you guys really don't have it. But for instance, though, I just think Jimmy, like I said, Jimmy is a good player. He's a great player. I want him on my team every day of the week. He's a dog. But there's certain things that Jimmy cannot do offensively. You know what I mean? That
what is he? What do you want him to do more than go get the bucket? You want him to look good doing it?
No, not look good. Like I want how's Jimmy scoring? Jimmy is either
a pull-up jumper, he's doing a step back 3, or he's driving to the basket.
And he doesn't really shoot the 3 that well. So when the 3 ball, he doesn't shoot the 3 ball.
Better than LeBron?
No, he doesn't. No, not at all. Not at all.
Which is a good question. Why are we still talking about Jimmy when we got
I tried
Talk to me
talking about.
happening.
I tried talking
Got
about. Mel want to Mel loves bashing players that
Oh yeah.
like really
Oh
do
yeah.
well, and in his words, kind of overachieve in people's eyes, and they don't look like the prototypical Carmelo Anthony or Damian
His
Lillard.
eyes. Right.
And when they don't look like that, he automatically counts them, even though they still put up 40 points. So he would rather somebody put up 30 and look like Carmelo than somebody put up 40 and look like Jimmy Butler, which is
He relies on his eyes more than his brain.
and
That's what you're saying.
it's foolish because like I'll take an efficient 40 points any night.
Any night.
It's very efficient, and he's not scared
And,
to go to the free throw line.
and the Carmelo Anthony is like a manifestation of that foolishness.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to keep talking about Jimmy?
Nah. I was just, that was just all what I was saying is that, he doesn't have a deep bag offensively. I mean, that's
What
all.
he don't need it. He's still getting
No. So what I'm saying is that he did a good job in the series. I'm saying if Miami really had a chance, they needed another player. I'm not knocking Jimmy. I'm just saying for Miami to have a chance in this series. That's why I thought the series, like, they overachieved to win 2 games. I thought it should have been a sweep. A sweep anyway.
I thought they could have won if they had better coaching. The games they won, their coaching was phenomenal. They trapped AD. They let LeBron shoot the 3. LeBron was hitting the last game. He had like 5 or 6 threes. But when they did that, they were great. But
they adjusted with that. The Lakers adjusted. You're not giving them credit.
AD is a dog. He's not a glorified cleanup man. Last season of our show needs to be retracted, clearly. This boy is amazing. LeBron is amazing. Cheat Code Rondo, amazing. Dwight Howard, great. Not a great player, but he did great.
No, he's a great player.
All right.
He got your championship, so I'm pretty sure in a little algorithm he's classified as great.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
2 finals.
But when we go,
come on, man.
What?
Goat man, yeah, that's me.
Come on, man. We avoiding this topic.
Nah, man, break it up. It's up to y'all. I'm ready to talk about it.
So in the all the hoopla, they got the man with the receding hairline in the ball spot, number 23, LeBron James. Got his 4th ring, 4 Finals MVP, 4th time winning a championship, being the best player on the team. 36 years old.
35.
Best player in the league. His longevity and everything like that it really shined in this bubble, I must say. So let's just get to it.
It might as well be called the LeBron James Invitational instead of the Finals because he's been in it for the whole decade. Y'all welcome to come.
And so what are your thoughts about his performance? Let's start there. His performance during this whole bubble run, I guess, and then into the finals. Mel, say something nice.
I think LeBron James was exceptional. I think LeBron James was outstanding this finals, this bubble. I really appreciated him more this year than I ever did because, I think there were shots at the throne. There were blatant shots at the throne, and a person couldn't even come to battle. You know how you had, they had to come battle T'Challa in the little rainfall. In the little waterfall thing. Like the dude didn't even come there yet. He couldn't even get there. The ones who was throwing shots. So
yeah,
I think LeBron James was outstanding. Thought he was great, dog. That's all I can say. He was great.
But in fairness, and just one thing you said about shots at the throne, they were valid. Also, LeBron opened that door when he missed last year, the majority of last year.
he was hurt. I'm not. The man
No,
had injury.
I'm not saying that, you get hurt. I understand things happen, but that allowed the door to be opened up in the conversation because we're very impatient society. So we like things right here and now. So with him not being right here and now, people tend to forget what's the constant.
Understandable, but we also got to understand is that man was number 4 in the West before he got hurt, and his team plummeted when he got hurt. So I mean, just to keep that in perspective, and as everybody know, I'm not a LeBron James fan. I do not care for LeBron James, but let's keep it real. Like, there was shots at the throne. LeBron was able to be at the place where he needed to be. Hey, meet me outside at 3. LeBron was there at 3. My man Mama came picked him up at 2 and brought him home. So
and I want to say something on record real quick, because I think that Mal, his demeanor isn't quite capturing what LeBron is. He's saying some good stuff, but he don't really feel. Let me say it real clear for the No Agenda family. LeBron James, GOAT James, has just usurped Michael Jordan on the GOAT list. Michael Jordan has fallen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was divine. Wasn't it divine?
Don't mute me.
No.
No, wasn't it divine? It was divine.
Michael Jordan
It was
has
divine.
just fell beneath
Too much
LeBron James. And because Kobe Bryant is dead, I will say this. LeBron will pass him up. But LeBron James, GOAT man, the year of the king, T'Challa, Mufasa, Joffrey, Joffa, whoever you want to call him, King James has passed up Michael Jordan. He's been to the finals 10 times. 4 times he done won. When he got to the finals, he was sitting on the floor because it wasn't nothing to celebrate. He'd have done it too many times. King James has usurped Michael Jordan with this ring.
So why?
Because everything about his game is better. His numbers are better. He's been to the finals more times. The way he's won in three different organizations: Miami, Cleveland, Lakers. You want Detroit with a ring? Send LeBron there. He'll get you a ring. The man is a walking ring. He's definitely a walking finals appearance. Without him, there is no finals unless he got hurt, just like last year. You cannot control a game like this. And he did in the East, and we said the East is weak. We said that, and I agreed. Then he came over to the West and did it too. Oh, Jordan never did that. Jordan never won with different teams. This boy got 3 different teams. Made AD a winner. Made Kyrie a winner. Come on, man. What Jordan did for the rest of the people in his league, he ain't made Charles Barkley a winner. His team was his team. He could have never went to another team and did it, because when he went to the Wizards, it did nothing.
Boy.
6 years old. And the boy is still winning championships. And guess what? In 2 more months, league kicked back off again. He probably gonna get a 5th ring. Yeah, you heard me.
Wait, no, you want to talk? You want me to?
No, you good. I'm good.
Talk to the king.
That's the thing, right? I will acknowledge that LeBron has elevated himself legacy-wise. But I don't, and I really wasn't doing much of it before, but I don't put LeBron in the same category with Jordan, only because I feel like LeBron has now created his own standard by which, the same way Jordan did. And it's gonna kind of go next to Jordan. So I feel like when players need to, or like the upcoming players want to be great and they're able to control their destiny and control where they play and all that type of stuff, because he's created this environment, the standard by which he's winning and going to finals and doing it in multiple conferences with multiple teams, that's the standard that he's created in his own right. And he's great, I don't want to compare his greatness to Jordan because I feel like it's a little different. It's a lot different as far as era and style of play and circumstance. So I don't think it's fair to compare the two under that circumstance.
I don't hear that. We compared everybody to Jordan till now. Now that Jordan is beneath somebody, we don't want to compare.
What is there to compare? What is there really to compare?
The numbers. They numbers. Jordan is beneath him.
The thing that LeBron has over Jordan is longevity.
He's still playing, bro.
Right.
He's been in the finals more time. He got more points, more rebounds, more assists.
He's played at a higher
playoffs and in the finals.
He's played at his peak longer than Jordan. So he has more things than Jordan because he's played at his peak longer.
That's Jordan's problem.
No. And I'm giving that to LeBron. I'm not trying to knock LeBron. That's what LeBron has over Jordan. But that is the only thing he has over Jordan.
No.
He doesn't have offensive skill set. He doesn't have a defensive skill set. He doesn't have the winning. So what more do you want?
LeBron don't have a defensive skill set?
Compared to Jordan? No.
What? Compared to what defense Jordan did that make LeBron? LeBron is known for defense more than offense.
No, he's known for chase down blocks.
The boy won a championship with defense.
The only defense he played was on Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas.
Oh my God!
That's what he's known for defense. And
Michael Jordan fans are out of y'all mind.
He locked down Jamal Murray.
But what happened?
Why are we isolating these things?
What happened with that?
But that's defense though. He locked down Jamal Murray. Like when Jamal Murray was getting off, LeBron James said, "I got him," and he locked him. You know what I'm saying? So,
so he can do it in spurts. He just doesn't do it all the time because he.
I think most great players, like for instance, Mike's assignment wasn't the best player.
No.
Pippen.
What I'm saying is LeBron took like the last 3-4 years.
Oh, definitely. He wasn't competing every night on the defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's talking about he's known for defense. He wasn't trying to compete.
Yeah, he wasn't competing. I definitely agree with that.
That's what I mean.
I agree. He wasn't competing.
His ability is not. I'm not questioning his ability.
He wasn't competing.
The fact that he wasn't doing it.
Yeah, he
First
wasn't
of all, the fact that we isolating this, we never isolated this type of stuff when we talked about Jordan. I don't hear that isolate. Oh, he played this person. The boy is all defensive, probably over 10 times. I gotta check it. So scratch all that nonsense.
You want to check it, Brian?
I ain't gonna check it right there. You can check it.
You can check it, Brian. Then he was all defensive 9. He was all defensive probably less than 10 times. I think Michael was either 9 or 10, maybe 11. So he was a little low.
And anybody in their right mind know that Michael Jordan's defense is nowhere near what LeBron's defense is. Now, if you said his offensive abilities, the how he scores, that makes sense.
But Brian said that too.
Michael Jordan do defensively better than LeBron.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, just for the record, LeBron is 6-time all defensive. Jordan is 9.
Just put that. So what for my take?
LeBron is still playing.
Facts.
And he doesn't have more, and he's not going to get 3 more.
So for me,
you know what he does have more? Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks.
He's played longer, so he's going to have more.
I don't care.
As for a season average, he doesn't average more points.
He had to. Michael Jordan wouldn't play baseball. That's his problem. And let's be clear about something. Had Seattle not traded for Scottie Pippen for Polonius, Michael Jordan wouldn't even be in this conversation. So
Golden Polonius.
Yeah, his trash behind.
But do you even know who that was? Like, do you even know? Like,
what I know is what the overall ended up being.
But that's my point. But in that moment, you didn't know what Scottie Pippen was going to be.
Wait.
Cool.
Wait. I got one question because you questioning organizations making trades. Didn't your GOAT get traded?
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
When he got traded to?
Did he not get drafted somewhere else other than LA?
And guess what?
So your if statement, right? So if he didn't get traded, can't that apply to Kobe as well?
I do apply. But let's be clear. Michael Jordan was in the league before Pippen, and we saw what he did without him. First round exit. That's what his name should have been. What was LeBron doing when he had nothing? Finals appearance.
Mal, we ain't give you the floor. Go ahead, Mal.
Nah, so
it's GOAT day today.
So like I said, as far as LeBron, to me personally, I don't think he surpassed Michael Jordan as far as the greatest player of all time. I don't think so. But to me, if I'm being objective, I don't think he's a better player than Kobe Bryant. I don't think he's a better player than Kobe Bryant.
We're talking about greatness. We're not talking about.
But when you encompass the greatness, you're looking at a person not only because I look at a person's skill set and talent. I look at his effectiveness and dominance on the game, but also you look at what he has accomplished. What LeBron James has accomplished throughout his career, and it's like I said, it's difficult for me because I love Kobe, but what he has accomplished it surpasses Kobe. You know what I'm saying? His accomplishments severely passed, and it has for years, severely passed Kobe Bryant, his accomplishments. And so that's why I'm sorry?
I don't feel like you can say that. I don't feel like I could say that either because then we have Kobe ranked number 1 over LeBron in our ranking.
But I told you how hard it was for me.
I said that too. It was a lot tougher when you put it down. So because of this championship, though, he's over Kobe.
10 finals because we have to think about this before we made this list, right? We thought we all had the Clippers going to the finals. You feel me? So the Clippers not getting to the finals, then he dominating the finals, dominating the Western Conference, then beating Miami in the finals. He has 4 rings, 10 finals appearances. See, that stuff and the numbers that he's putting up, that stuff kind of, for me, just puts him over Kobe, not because he's all of a sudden a greater player than Kobe, a better player than Kobe, no, but what he has accomplished throughout his career in 17 years is something Kobe never did. So I
agree with that.
I can't pull from that, like 4 finals MVPs, 4 MVPs, it just 10 finals up like
which is also James. Why he's better than Michael Jordan.
I disagree. I don't feel he's better than Michael.
How can he be better than Kobe and not better than Mike? They're the same player.
But they're not the same player because of what if Michael, because we're talking about greater. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about greatest. Now that involves accomplishments. Kobe Bryant pales. I mean, he is almost if Michael Jordan is dark-skinned, what I think we all agree that Michael Jordan is dark-skinned, right? Like Kobe Bryant could be an albino as far as the accomplishments that he compares to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? 6 finals MVPs, 5 MVPs, 6 finals, defensive players, all that. Those you can't even compare those two.
Let me tell you something. Y'all better go check the calendar. This ain't the 90s. It's 2020. Y'all stuck in the 90s when Michael Jordan played. Guess what? Time moves on. Michael Jordan's numbers have been diminished. He's being erased off of records. He got erased by Kobe, and Kobe's being erased by LeBron. Get out of the 90s. Move on. It's go time, man. LeBron James. He's been running the league his whole career. Who's been to the finals 10 times in the modern era? Name one person.
So that's my point. So for you to say that Kobe Bryant is not better than Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James, for you to say that, correct? He's going to pass.
I feel Kobe's better than Jordan, so I got LeBron moving up the ladder. But so, I'm fine with saying LeBron. LeBron could very well be better than Kobe. That's fine with me.
But you have LeBron below Kobe and above Jordan?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant was the greatest player that ever played the game. Like,
when
I say that, and I say greatest in the way of how skilled he was at the game. And me and Mal,
you got to stop saying great.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I changed the word.
He
was the best player I've ever seen play. But Jordan was like, he helped Kobe get to that. Jordan was the foundation. Kobe took that and built on it. So it's like, man, this man is better than Jordan.
We having a GOAT conversation. LeBron acknowledged last night that he wears 23 because of Jordan. So if
No, that's fine. Of course, nobody doesn't like Michael Jordan.
No, but he's also built his. He's a product of it too as well. Like there's no denying that. Just the same way Kobe's a product. But in a GOAT conversation, where do you have LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe ranked?
I would have LeBron, Jordan, Kobe as far as greatest of all time. Best player, I have Kobe, LeBron, Jordan right now.
Okay.
Yeah, LeBron is a better player than Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I don't. I disagree with that vehemently, but that's for a different day. But we're talking about GOAT, so
because of what he did, he's added to his game. You saw them threes he was hitting the other night.
But you realize it took that man 15 years to develop a skill set.
He did it. Okay, he did it.
It took him 15 years. So he's only had the skill set for like
2 years,
3 seasons.
Yeah, he did it though. We're not gonna give him credit for doing it.
Y'all talked about Jimmy Butler not having a skill set. LeBron didn't have a skill set for a minute.
Just me, not y'all. Don't put that on him. I said that. But this is what I'm saying with when it comes to a better player. Let's look at Game 5 when he passed the ball. You know what I'm saying? He passed the ball to.
How did that happen, man? Break it down.
So we think about it. If we look at LeBron James, most of his game winners, right? Most of his game winners are either pop-up threes or to the basket when there's very less than 5 seconds left on the clock. Because why? LeBron James doesn't have an in-between game. So, for instance, he couldn't stop and pull up. Once LeBron puts his head down and he's gone to the basket. And so he has to pass because of the efficiency in his game. When you talk about a Kobe or Michael Jordan, when they're talking about best players or better players, these guys did not have offensive holes in their game. So we can't, because we feel that Michael Jordan is the standard, we can't overlook that these guys did not have deficiencies in their game.
Right.
LeBron James has deficiencies in his game. Now, what he does with those deficiencies is amazing, outstanding. So if a person wants to elevate him or put him as a GOAT, I understand that. But to say that LeBron James is a better player than Michael Jordan, like there was no weakness that Michael Jordan had in his game. So how can we say that?
I disagree because one, Michael Jordan's outside shooting wasn't that great. They had 2 years where the line was moved closer that made his numbers even relative to what they are now.
No, we're talking about
facts. Huh?
Like LeBron, we talk about holes in somebody's game. That means that
Michael Jordan's 3-point shooting was so bad that when he hit the threes, he actually shrugged his shoulders because he didn't know what was going on. He was like, I don't know, it's falling for me. So he wasn't no 3-point shooter like that either. So to Malbert's point about that last play, hold on. Go back and look at that last play. The whole team trapped LeBron at the goal. Danny Green was wide open. He can make that shot like John Paxson or Steve Kerr, and we talking about LeBron, the greatest decision maker. But he missed. Paxson and Kerr didn't miss.
I have a different take on that play. Man, we talked about this. It's like I've always had an issue with LeBron's being afraid to go to the free throw line with the game on the line. And
oh God.
He is. And I think that's part of the, Mal pointed out like the angle he took. Like I looked at Jimmy Butler to play before and put his head down, went into AD's chest, created contact, got to the free throw line because he's confident. LeBron
was Danny
hold on. LeBron putting his head down and going to the basket can't be stopped by anybody. But LeBron knows he would have got fouled and he would have been to the free throw line and he would have had to make free throws to win that game. And
was Danny open?
So LeBron took an angle that allowed him or allow more people to be part of the play. Because if he puts his head down and cradles the ball and just attacks the basket, he's going to get fouled. Nobody's going to stop him. He's going to get fouled. Danny Green can be open all he wants. But if LeBron wanted to, he can go to the free throw line every play. But
what sense would that make?
They down by
to
one.
win
You have a wide open 3-point shooter.
No.
I'm not saying Jordan or Curry.
Wait.
Jordan should have shot the ball.
Hold on.
Pass it to Paxson and Curry.
Hold on.
I looked at it like it was great.
Hold
I
on.
don't want to hear that.
Miami was down 1, right? Jimmy Butler put his head down to attack the basket because you're down 1. And if I get fouled, if at worst case, I split them and we tie the game. So when you're down 1, you don't need a 3. You just need a bucket. And then LeBron James at the rim is probably the highest percentage you want, right? But he's not going to do that. Because he doesn't want to get fouled.
But he did it the 2 possessions before. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He did it the 2
But with
possessions
the game
before.
on the line.
But with the game on the line,
I wish we could put that in slow motion right now so we can see that play. So you see how crazy y'all sound with 4 white jerseys.
No.
But quick question.
Open 3-point shooter.
But quick question though. But me and you was watching the game together and we replayed it, and you understood what I was talking about. So why is this something?
Understood what you were saying as far as LeBron could pull up and shoot the J like Jordan or Kobe.
No, he couldn't.
Like
No,
you said earlier, he couldn't.
He doesn't
that's
have.
not in his game.
It's not in his game.
Right. But when he drove to the goal, this is what Brian's talking about. He's talking about he should have shot the ball with 4 white jerseys on him.
He should have took a different approach. LeBron was going away from the basket so that he wasn't going to create contact. And that allowed everybody to converge. The LeBron James I see every night, when he puts his head down, he bulldozes people to the basket and creates contact. And they
he
talk
has to
about
rely
it.
on whether the ref going to call a foul.
Oh, no. Look, they were calling a foul because they just called one for Jimmy Butler when he went.
They called one for Jimmy because they down 3-1. That don't mean LeBron getting that foul.
You telling me LeBron James not going to get a foul call? They call.
I'm telling you, in that part of the game, the ref should swallow the whistle. You don't get that foul. 4 people on you, you're not getting that foul. You got a wide open 3-point shooter. The man made the right play. My goodness, get a man this play. What is the matter with y'all?
He made the right play because of the circumstance he created. The LeBron James I wanted to see was the LeBron James putting his head down.
Score the ball.
And going to the basket.
Score the ball. But like I said, I think it was the right play. But what I feel why is the right play is because of the deficiencies in LeBron James's game. So for instance,
he's a poor free throw shooter.
He doesn't have an in-between game. He doesn't have a mid-range game. So for you to tell me that LeBron James is a better player than Michael Jordan when he has deficiencies in his game, it doesn't make sense. Michael Jordan had no flaw in his game.
Mike couldn't shoot from distance well. And
Michael wasn't a great 3-point shooter. Michael could.
Go look at his 3-point shooting contest and you're going to see what kind of 3-point shooting. Y'all probably never saw it. No Agenda's family, go look at Michael Jordan's 3-point shooting contest.
Yo, B, really?
Yes, it's horrible.
Jonathan.
It's horrible.
That doesn't summarize his career. Are you serious?
A 3-point contest has nothing to do with a man playing in a game. That has to be one of the dumbest things that you have said, and especially is on wax. Like we got for real, real talk. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? We got really educated people that watch this, you know what I'm saying? And for you to bring that up, saying it just really brings down the really.
No, you know why nobody ever saw it? Because they hide it. They hide it.
It's a 3-point.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It's a 3-point.
Matter.
No, it doesn't.
It shows something about his game. You sitting there talking about you don't have flaws. What do you mean? This is the foolishness I'm talking about.
No. You brought up a 3-point contest, how he performed in a 3-point shootout.
I also brought up the fact that they moved the line. I also brought up the fact that when he showed the shrug, he was telling the whole world that he didn't know why it was falling. Y'all know he's not a good 3-point shooter, but you continue this narrative that he has no flaws.
No, he's not.
Kobe is better than Jordan is because he can shoot the 3. Jordan can't. And none of you said that before.
No, I said that they have the same percentage. Kobe is 0.1% better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan can shoot the three. When somebody is guarding Michael Jordan, they're not going under the screen like they will be going under the screen for LeBron James. That's a fact. I mean, are we
I would say the last 3 years, Michael Jordan and LeBron shot threes about similar.
no.
And that's not
So
yes.
the time that you talk that you're struggling, that was in 92. 6 years earlier when he scored or shot 6 3-pointers in the first half.
Yeah,
And
he was amazed at 6.
You know,
like we live in a time now.
But you know why he struggled?
Because he know he didn't shoot that well.
Okay. Do you know? I mean, Magic Johnson told the story. I don't want to relive everything.
Yeah, I watched them game. I know what Michael Jordan was good at. I was a Jordan fan.
I feel you.
I am a Jordan fan.
He's a good shooter. Michael Jordan is probably the best shooter that has ever played the game. Now, 3-point shooter, no, he was a good 3-point shooter. He was decent. But
I mean, his percentage is higher than LeBron.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So what are we talking about here? So that's my point. We're acting crazy. So that's what I'm saying. But now go.
Right,
let's
got nothing to say to that.
But let's go.
He just said Michael Jordan is one of the best shooters to ever play the game, and you didn't interject to that.
Why would I interject to that?
You agree to that?
Shooting is not just 3-pointers.
I know that. You agree that Michael Jordan is one of the best shooters?
I don't.
Come on, man. Y'all got. You talking about these educated people that watch the show. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't classify Jordan as a shooter, no. He's a scorer.
Of course not. He's a scorer.
He's a scorer.
You know, shooter.
But he's one of the best shooters to play the game. I mean, there's several players to say that. The man didn't have a flaw, bro. I mean, it's just, he was the greatest at his time. Now, like you say, now we're talking about GOAT. Now, what LeBron has accomplished, if someone says that, hey, LeBron can be GOATed, I understand why they feel that way. I don't think he's that. Because for me, let's tackle what LeBron James is. I think LeBron James he ran from the grind. I don't like players that run from the grind. Now, do I mind him leaving Cleveland? No. If you want to leave Cleveland because you feel like they're not putting something around you, I'm with that. You know, you make a decision for you. But LeBron James went to Miami to build this super team and lost. Those 4 years in Miami, those 8 years in the East that he went 8 straight times, right? Name me a team that could have beaten LeBron James.
San Antonio and Dallas. And Oklahoma.
So so listening is not a good part of yours. So let me go to Brian. Name me a team in the East that can beat a LeBron James team those 8 years.
The only one that had a shot was early Boston, like the tail end of Boston.
Boston, 2012, right?
I said they had a shot because they was up 3-2. You know, I give them love for that.
That was the only team that had a chance to beat LeBron. The only team. Nobody.
Orlando was fine.
Nobody had a realistic shot.
Nobody had a realistic shot. So you went there because of why?
Toronto was fine.
No. They got swept twice by LeBron.
They had the best, but they had the best record in the league.
But you know what time it is in the playoffs.
But did you really think Toronto had a chance to beat a LeBron James team? Let's keep it real.
I don't think nobody had a chance to beat him.
I said the only team was the team that was up 3-2 on them.
Boston was the only one you thought had a chance to beat them. The only
I
team
didn't think nobody had a chance to beat the Michael Jordan Bulls. I mean,
and nobody did. And nobody did.
Okay.
And that's my point. LeBron James, and that's my point. Michael Jordan delivered when nobody was.
Because Michael Jordan lived in a time where organizations were able to build teams, like getting a Horace Grant and a Scottie Pippen in the same draft, like having a Dennis Rodman, like having great 3-point shooters, like getting the best player from Croatia. He had that opportunity because the organization was a winning one. Now, if LeBron would have been in Los Angeles, guess what? He wouldn't have had to do what he did, but he was in Cleveland. Michael Jordan would have went to Cleveland. He would have had to do the same thing.
But he went to
You gotta be
Miami.
fair about that.
No. He went to Miami. He went to
And
Miami,
he won.
but he lost the first one. A team against a team he shouldn't have lost to, right?
That's the first year together. Nobody, hey, bro.
Wait. He
play
won
back.
this year. It was their first year together.
Hey,
Hey, what? You see what I'm saying? We can't. Come on, man. Like we having
no,
a real.
but you acting as if. Wait. You're acting as if Jordan is the standard again. Let's reverse this.
No.
Reverse this.
No. Stop. We're talking about GOAT, so we're comparing them together.
Yeah,
right?
but you comparing it based off of what Jordan has done, not based off of just
Wait, but that's
basketball.
not, you have conversations. You compare what one person has done versus what the other person has done.
No, what I mean by this, Brian, listen, you can't say, look how pretty her hair is. Now, do these other girls have pretty hair? Okay, so they're deficient. Look how pretty her eyes is.
No.
You can't do
No,
that.
we all know how the game of basketball is supposed to be played, right?
No, we all are falling to the media ploy of Michael Jordan is a standard.
No.
He's not the standard.
We understand how the game of basketball is supposed to be played, right? There's skill sets. We can grade them. We can break them down, like attacking the basket, ball handling, mid-range, 3-point. We can break those things down. So when you break those things down for LeBron versus Jordan, Jordan hits more marks than LeBron when it comes to basketball.
That's not facts.
So look at GOAT.
The only thing you told me, you have stated that Michael Jordan wasn't great at was 3-point shooting, yet his percentage is higher than LeBron's. But that's the only thing you have.
Rajon Rondo percentage is high. He's not great at 3-point shooting.
But when we bring up what LeBron is not able to do and has deficiencies on the basketball floor, you have nothing to say to that. And all Malvern is saying is that because LeBron has multiple deficiencies and Jordan has one not great quality about his game, you feel like, why are we attacking LeBron?
No. What are the multiple deficiencies?
I told you he's a poor free throw shooter.
He doesn't have an in-between game. He doesn't have a post game.
He can't dribble.
But he dribbles well enough for his
You
size.
agree with that?
I think he dribbles well enough for his size. He doesn't turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying?
And I would say LeBron is a better passer than Jordan. He's a more athletic athlete than Jordan. He can dominate the game.
I wouldn't say that. I think he's bigger than Jordan, but I don't think he's more athletic than Mike.
That's arguable. I don't think that's a fact. I can understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's arguable. That's not saying like one is better than the other.
His leadership and his IQ is through the roof. So much so that he's taken 3 different groups of people to a championship.
Definitely.
Hold on.
Definitely.
Are you?
I would agree with that. He took.
No, wait.
Okay.
Wait. Are you giving him credit for leading the Miami Heat team to a championship by leadership, or was he just the best player on the team?
No. Dwayne Wade and look at Kawhi and Paul George. Just because you put talented people.
No. Don't.
Who was the leader on that team?
Who's the leader? Please.
On the Miami Heat team.
I will say that the first year, Dwayne Wade took the leadership role because it was his house. But I think it became
player or lead or alpha. I'm talking about who's the leader on that team.
LeBron.
All right. So
to me, the leader is the person that has the most impact on the game.
I get
so
you.
I don't look at Draymond Green as a leader. I look at Steph Curry in that respect.
Gotcha. So in what LeBron said in this post game MVP speech, he said that he had to go down to Miami so Dwayne Wade can teach him how to win, just like he's doing with AD right now. That was verbatim.
How many MVPs Dwayne Wade got?
You know what I'm saying?
So how many MVPs Dwayne Wade got?
No, he teach him how to win. You changing what's going on. He said teaching him how to win. So we think about that, right? Miami.
He taught him how to do something he didn't do. I got you.
So
he didn't know how to do. This is what he said.
He said he didn't know how to win. That's what he said. He didn't know how to win.
How to win.
Not to be a great player. He didn't know how to win. We're not talking about the player. How to
I
win.
can teach you how to win. Put multiple players that's good together. Simple.
It didn't work, obviously, because they were 2 for 2.
That ain't working to you?
No.
Like
they say they wanted 7. They wanted 6. They only got 2.
Lost 5 games to the Spurs that last year.
LeBron,
I mean,
since the day he made the decision to take his talents to South Beach, was in the finals for 8 straight years.
And that's what that is amazing, because you got to think about this man.
But they don't act like it's amazing though.
It's amazing. He avoided injury. He avoided injury to stay relevant and healthy 8 straight years. That's a feat, bro. You cannot knock that.
Like if you were to hold Michael Jordan to a standard of, because we act like 6 is the.
But B,
like,
can I finish though? But look, can I finish though? Can I finish though? Can I finish though? You go on diatribes. Can I speak? Thank you. Appreciate it. So the man with the 8 straight finals. This is amazing. So for a person to stay healthy, also change teams, change players, change organizations, that's amazing. I mean, to me, I think is outstanding. But at the same time, I cannot not give credence to what he did in Miami. He got a top 10 player, top 15 player on his team. You're not supposed to win?
But Mal, one happened on purpose, one happened accidentally. Not accidentally, one was traded. One was traded.
He was not traded. He was not a top 15 player. He was not even a top 100 player. Jonathan?
He would have been. He would have been.
How? We don't know that.
David Robinson, Kevin Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Scottie Pippen, all of these in the top 10. He would have been, right? It just so happened that he got that. He would have been, though. We know what Scottie Pippen is, man. Why you act like you don't know who Scottie Pippen is? He would have been.
What? The man
Scottie Pippen was going to be a top 10 player, whether or not he played on Michael Jordan's team at that time, right?
No, we don't know.
One happened because of trade. The other one happened because of force.
You don't know that. And this is the issue I have with LeBron people or the LeBron supporters, is that these people that LeBron James got, AD, is a made man. Made man, right? Rajon Rondo. And I'm not putting him, he's not on their level, but Rajon Rondo is a made man. Kyrie Irving was a made man. Kevin Love was a made man.
Kyrie was a made man?
Made man.
Okay, then Scottie was a made man.
Dwayne Wade was a made man. Chris Bosh was a made man. These are 6 players that were made men. LeBron didn't help develop them or elevate them to some. He helped them win, but as a player that they were, you can arguably say, except for AD, they became worse as a player. And
you gonna sit here and tell me that Scottie Pippen has not been diminished because of Michael Jordan?
No, he was elevated.
Elevated?
How would you say
elevated? Is he in your top 20?
He is elevated.
Is he in your top 20? Come on, man. That's what's wrong with Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah, he's fair. He's elevated. He's elevated. He's elevated.
Michael Jordan did nothing to help nobody. Ain't nobody on the Wizards got better. Ain't nobody on Chicago got better.
Scottie Pippen.
Because of no Michael Jordan.
Scottie Pippen.
No. If anything, he put a shadow over Scottie Pippen that he could never get out of.
Wait, so
that's what he did.
Wait, so are y'all both arguing that both of these players did nothing for their teammates?
No, I disagree. Michael Jordan.
I'm saying they both did nothing for their teammates. Albert is saying Mike did.
Mike did.
He's all right. But if he agrees to disagree, the bottom line is they both did nothing for their teammates.
That's what I'm saying. But he's trying to make it. He's trying to make Jordan smell like a rose in the situation. Like
how?
Jordan didn't do nothing to help his team. He these people didn't get better because of Jordan. What they did was they won, and Jordan got credit.
So when we come to, I mean, that's the same thing with LeBron. So what I'm saying, when it comes,
Yes, it's the same thing.
When it comes to LeBron James, all right, in Miami, LeBron James played with a top 10 and a top 15 player, arguably a top 5 player at the time, because Dwayne Wade was MVP.
I give you that.
MVP candidate maybe the year before, right?
Scoring title.
Okay.
Scoring title, everything. So he was an elite player, top 5 player in the league. Now you pair him with the best player in the league, which is LeBron James, and a top 15 player that was Chris Bosh, right? 3 made men. Bosh and Wade was a made man,
You froze.
right?
Really, you froze.
No.
Go back over. You froze.
No. Start over.
I'm
You
sorry.
say you put him with the top 5.
He's top 5.
Don't touch your camera. It's your internet.
So top 5. Dwayne Wade, a top 5 player. Top 5. Chris Bosh, top 15, right? Mm-hmm. So you have these players that LeBron James chooses to be with. And for 4 years, they are the best team in the East because nobody can beat them. There's not a team that can beat them. He makes it 4 straight years. Now, I give him credit for staying healthy and, but they did not have a team to compete with them. Now he goes to Cleveland, trades Andrew Wiggins, brings all the players that are LeBron-centric for him and his squad, and they go back to the finals. Then give me a team in Cleveland that could have beaten LeBron James. LeBron James team, the talent. Name me a team. You can't. There was no team.
But I don't disagree.
That's not completely fair because I feel like the same argument was made for Jordan. And it's like if both.
But Jordan capital. That's what I'm saying. Jordan went to the. We're comparing goats now. We're not.
So we're acknowledging that both players had the same circumstances in the Eastern Conference, where they were the best team. That they were coming out that conference no matter what, if they're healthy, right?
Yeah, but my only thing is with Mike. The Mike stuff was organic. LeBron James wasn't. So when I'm comparing goats, I have to strip down to the bare level. Now, if LeBron James is just like, for instance, if LeBron James goes 8 for 10, I'm not even bringing up what Michael Jordan has accomplished because it doesn't matter. Look at what I don't care what Michael Jordan did. Look at what LeBron. He's over. He's out the water. I personally feel in my heart of hearts, and this God's honest truth, LeBron James should have been the best player to ever play the game. Period. He has the ability.
Divine. That was Divine.
No, LeBron.
Divine. Nobody.
No. You cut out again.
So I'm sorry.
Nobody heard you.
I'm sorry. LeBron.
Because you said in God.
God, no, God's honest.
You said it's God is.
No, I said God's honest truth. God's honest truth. God's honest truth.
See, every time he bring up God, he bring up God. You gotta stop saying God.
You need to stop lying.
LeBron James should be the best player to ever play the game. Period. He should be. But
he's not skilled enough to be the best player.
He should. That's my point. He should. He has all the physical. He has all the talents.
There is nobody that can just team up with other people and guarantee finals appearances. Like this little thing Kevin Durant doing with Kyrie, this little thing that Kawhi doing with Paul George, this thing Russ is doing with James Harden. None of these people are pairing up.
Traded.
Okay, AD got traded. But none of these people are just pairing up with people and just automatically going. You still have to win.
But that's what makes him great.
That's what makes him great.
But we gotta recognize how much credit goes in there because Mal want to say organically when what he really means is this is tradition. Like this is tradition.
No, he's talking about. So you're saying it's better to just build teams on your own without the organizational help. And kind of just
you still people choosing who's gonna play with you. No matter how you want to look at it, somebody choosing who's gonna play. Now, whether you choose or the organization chooses, still somebody choose.
But I mean, we praise the Warriors, right? Didn't they put together championship team organically? It can be done. We don't knock them and be like, "Oh, that's not the way you're supposed to do it." Right?
But them
Even
having
Miami
Kevin
Heat
Durant
that
don't
just made
guarantee
the
a win.
finals. Hold on. You got Miami Heat that just made the finals organically.
Mhm.
Boston Celtics was in the conference championship. Organic, right? Even the Denver Nuggets who beat the Clippers.
Organic team, or traditional team versus put together team. See, it don't guarantee nothing.
Right. So we're giving
we don't
LeBron.
even talk about it.
But LeBron gets the credit for being consistently winning under any circumstance, pretty much.
And guess what? He did it without doing that too. He went to the finals without it, right?
Didn't win.
Okay, but he went. So the whole point is that everybody needs somebody to win. Nobody does it on their own.
Agreed.
You need pieces.
But he's not winning.
No matter how you got those
that's
pieces.
the problem. I think that's the thing you're ignoring. If he went 10 times, like Mel said, and won 8, we're not having a conversation.
There's no discussion.
Hold. Michael Jordan ain't got but 6 rings.
If LeBron went 10 times and won 6 times,
I'm looking at their
we're
whole
not
career.
having a conversation.
I'm looking at their whole career. Michael Jordan lost 10 times, as far as I'm concerned, because you didn't make it to the finals. Every year is you trying to make it to the finals.
So LeBron lost how many times? Because
13.
So
what are we talking about?
Yeah, so what are we talking about?
My point is, stop saying it as if the losses are somehow a negative when Michael Jordan.
You just brought it up for Jordan, and when I bring it up for LeBron,
because I'm showing y'all how crazy that sounds. Y'all look at y'all indirectly bring this stuff up.
No. You just told me Jordan has 10 losses because when you don't make the finals, I consider that a loss. That's what you just
because y'all keep saying that he didn't. Oh, he only won 4 times. Okay, what was Jordan doing those other years?
So Jonathan, listen to what you're saying. So he lost. No.
Y'all have more respect. Y'all have more respect for Antetokounmpo, what he did this year, than for what Miami did. That don't make sense. The way y'all talk about Jordan is like y'all have more respect for what Antetokounmpo team did, right? Versus what Miami did. Miami made it to the finals and lost. But Ant got knocked out in the first round, so it's fine. We're not gonna count that. But we're gonna count it against Jimmy. He's 0-1 right now. His record is marred. That is crazy.
No. I'm valuing somebody when they make it to the finals, they win the finals. Versus somebody who makes it to the finals.
But what I'm saying is, if Antetokounmpo go the next 3 years and win, he's gonna be 3-0 in your eyes, right?
He would be 3-0 in everybody's eyes.
But look at what he did this year. You're not counting it against him.
I am counting it against him.
He didn't get it done.
He won 2 MVPs.
You're going to see Antetokounmpo as 3-0 if he wins the next 3 years in a row. Yes or no?
Right. So, but this is what we're talking about, right? If you're good enough to get to the finals, I feel like you should win the finals. If you're a superstar player, right?
Now that's a conversation that is leaning toward what we need to be talking about. Why do you say
that's
that?
That's what we're talking about here. I think.
No, but why do you say that?
To that point, because we're talking about LeBron making it to the finals and not winning, versus Jordan getting to the finals and winning.
Oh no, Jordan not even getting to the finals.
The LeBron didn't always get to the finals. This is what we're talking about.
No, but I don't know agendas. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Because y'all clearly don't get what I'm saying. If Antetokounmpo, if Milwaukee wins the next,
butchering his last name.
If Milwaukee wins the next 3 years,
right,
and let's say he dies, right, and let's say Jimmy wins 3 times after him, you'll say Antetokounmpo or Giannis was 3-0, and Jimmy was 1-3. Ant got a perfect record. But he ain't go as many times. How are you giving him credit for not making it? Y'all are giving Jordan credit. He's 6-0 when he only went 6 times. If he'd have went 10 times, he probably would have lost 4.
But he didn't. He didn't though. I think that's the thing, right? You want to do all these ifs. The fact
is what I'm saying. Don't give him credit. Don't give him credit like he's perfect.
Hold on.
He's not perfect. He lost in the first round.
LeBron has played 17. Right? He's played 17 years. He's went to the finals 10 times. He's won 4 times. And he's lost 6 times.
Yeah.
Jordan went to the finals 6 times and won 6 times. So you're asking, I'd rather go to the finals
and you ignoring.
Would I rather go to the finals 10 times and lose 6, or go 6 times and win 6?
No, I got a better question for you. I got a better question for you, Brian. Would you rather win 6 and go to 7 times and lose, or win 6 and don't go anymore?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
the question I want the answer.
Times.
No, give me the answer to that.
6 times.
Give me the answer to that.
Win 10 times.
Answer that real quick, and you can say whatever you want. Would you rather go 6 times and lose the next year on your 7th, or would you rather go 6 times and never get back there again and have a perfect 6-0?
Lose on my 7th.
Why it took you so long?
Because I had to understand what you were saying. You asking me would I rather go to 7 finals? I'd rather go to 7 finals.
What about you, man?
I told you I would want to put myself always in a chance to win.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to go to the finals again?
So if y'all do see that as better, why are you knocking LeBron?
Because LeBron don't have 6 rings.
And he's still playing.
If he gets we had a conversation about LeBron his greatest status like a month ago when we did the
and 6 is not a. Let's say this real quick. 6 is not.
Wait. I was talking. I'll let you. Wait.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We had a ranking show where we put the greatest. Right. LeBron was below Kobe as of a month ago.
A day ago.
He won a championship, and it elevated him in your eyes over Kobe Bryant as far as GOAT, right? As far as greatest, right? If LeBron wins 2 more rings, we can have that conversation. But as of now,
why you gotta do all of that?
That's because he's still playing. What do you mean? Why do they have to?
Why does he have to win 6?
No. If he wins 5, I'll tell you this: if LeBron repeats next year, we'll have this conversation.
Thank you. That's all I want to hear. I want to hear something reasonable.
We're
Y'all act like, oh man, I heard Malvin them say this in the past.
He don't need 6. I'll give
to be better than Jordan.
If LeBron wins next year, he can be the GOAT. I'll keep it 100.
All right.
He don't need 6. If he goes 5 and 5 finals MVPs and 11 appearances, yeah, that's GOAT status right there.
By the time we get somebody with some reasonableness, what you need to see, Malvin? 7 more rings, 10 more MVP.
He can't. It can't be. It can't. He has to continue being the best player on the team. That's the thing too. So it's not getting a ring without a Finals MVP.
But you do realize that LeBron has been better than Jordan throughout his career thus far.
Nah, he hasn't.
Like if they played in the same league.
Ifs.
He hasn't.
I'm gonna ban the word "if" from the show.
I mean, he hasn't. I mean, Jordan's peak was elevated over LeBron's. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's peak just lasted a little longer.
Best season is better than LeBron's best season.
He just lasted longer. You know? But I think this was a good discussion. And I know we're gonna revisit this discussion soon.
We should revisit it tomorrow.
Hey, give me your top 5 before you go, Mal. Fictional basketball players. Let the people know.
5?
Top 5?
Top 5.
So we got Shep, Thomas Shepard, Kyle Watson, right?
Number 2, above the rim.
I'm gonna go. Noel Bordeaux from Blue Chips, Shaq. He's number 3, right? He's number 3. Number 4.
No Sidney Dean.
Number 4. I thought he was overrated.
Woo!
He's
Come
overrated.
on, man. No Billy O. No Sidney Dean.
He's overrated.
Who?
Sidney Dean and Billy O.
Dean. Billy Hoy was number 4. He was a player. Number 5.
You really. No, man. Go ahead.
Number 5. Number 5, greatest player of all time, fictional basketball player, is my boy, the African from the air up there. Unstoppable. The boy was cold. The air up there, that boy was out of this world. That boy playing barefoot on them people. Boy playing barefoot on them people.
I like them picks. I got Sidney Dean, Steve Urkel, High School Will.
Well, I was going with it. High
Kyle
School
Shepard and Kyle Watson. What you got, bro?
Yeah, it's similar. Kyle is up there. Kyle Shep, High School Will. I was thinking about the point guard that was going at Kyle.
I'm telling you, number 41 in the red. Hey, that's why I wear 41, kid. That's why I wear 41 because of him. That boy was.
Hey, look. But your 2 dudes that went against Sidney Dean, I quit too easy. They was some dogs too.
Yes, indeed.
And Teen Wolf also was honorable mention.
No lie. I was gonna pick number 41 but I didn't want to keep it all above. 41 was
man. The dog out here. He had the Kobe bag.
Dude in the red, huh?
Dude in the red. Red dude.
Yeah, the red.
He was a killer. He was a killer.
Yeah, he was bouncing that thing off the glass.
So y'all ripped him. He was cold. So No Agendas fans, give me your top 5 at the end of this. First of all, tell us who is your GOAT. Then give us your top 5 fictional characters, and also hit the subscribe.
Y'all go check out Steve Urkel. Steve
Urkel was a dog. I ain't even front. He was a dog. But give us that subscribe. Hit us with that like. Hopefully it was good conversation. And then again, we all know that LeBron got some work to do, but he knocking on the door.
Man, that was me.
He knocking on the door, man. He knocking on the door. But again, y'all be easy. We love y'all. We see you next time.